Hi, so my name is Kayla Green. I'm a second year marketing major here at ASU, and today I'm going to be talking about my presentation anxiety and kind of what that looks like for me and how I tend to overcome that and some tips that I have. So I love public speaking. I grew up with it. I've always had declamations, did a lot in high school, did a lot last year. Comes with my major. I love it. I love making the presentation. I love delivering it. But I'm human, so of course I get nervous. I've noticed no matter how many times I've done it, I've always thought, okay, this time will be better. I've done it so many times, but no, like the same thing happens every time. It's the same story. I always get nervous right before, and I've noticed with myself, I kind of tend to get nervous. That morning is like the peak nervousness, like morning before class, morning before I'm giving it. Then it settles down a little bit, and then the second someone goes first, I get like when we start giving the presentations again, I just start getting nervous again, which is why I really like to go first or kind of in the beginning versus last, or else I'm just like sitting there thinking about it. But because I've done it so many times, I've kind of realized what works for me, what doesn't, my cycle. And I noticed two things. So physically, I'll get kind of like an adrenaline rush. I'll start get shaking my leg, getting red. When I'm up there, I'll shake my note cards. I have that stomach feeling of anxiety, like when your stomach is dropping, like, yeah, my voice will kind of change. Like, I won't like making eye contact. Eye contact will make me so nervous. And then I noticed that mentally, I kind of go into like fight or flight. And I kind of just start thinking about all the negatives and all the failures. I'm like, what if this happens? What if it goes bad? What if I mess up? What if I don't go over under the time limit? What if I mess up my words? What if I forget something? What if they all hate it? Like, I start only thinking about the failures and not about the positives, which just knocks down my confidence. And if you're not confident in your speech, that's just gonna go bad. And some tips I have noticed that work for me for overcoming all this is definitely practicing a lot. If you're confident about your presentation, the audience is going to believe that you're confident. I've noticed like the times that I actually take the time to know my material and know inside and out what I'm talking about, it goes so much better than just like memorizing it. Because, if you know what you're talking about, your audience is going to believe that you know what you're talking about. Another thing I've noticed is like visualize it as like talking, like just communicating or talking to a friend versus like a performative thing. Because if you're just like view it as like an assignment or like a performance, you're going to be a lot more nervous than just viewing it as like a conversation. And then another thing like I said kind of before, is what helps is like thinking about your successes versus your failures. If you're only thinking about your failures and what can go wrong, odds are it's going to go wrong. So yeah, that's my advice.